And John looks really defeated.
Who drew the alien with the beret on?
Yeah, that was me. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to do the PSVR, and I forgot what it looked like.
I left a note for Jake.
I saw that over there.
It's over yonder.
I think he should be our mascot now. The alien with the beret. I come from a different planet.
That was way too good.
I can't stream. I just it sucks when you have to do a verification on the. Jake still never saw those texts. So.
Well, he's coughing.
Yeah, Jake's sick a lot.
Coughing.
Martin, I like that. Coughing.
Or like,
I don't get it. What's wrong? What's sick?
He's got coughing and
He's got coughing.
grown man. Cough. Tell you what, though, if it's here, strep, man. I just had that. That was.
Yeah, it's impossible to tell.
Oh, he has risen. Look.
We have.
Oh, hail.
Arise.
Indeed. Have to make sure it's going there. And we are live, baby.
Yay.
Very cool. Here we are, episode 7 of the PlayStation VR, the PSVR Off-Centered podcast, filling in for Jake. My name is John Riggs, and we have a plethora, a slew, a group. So many wonderful people here.
Would you say we have a plethora?
A plethora. Here flanking my right, we have Mr. Video Game Dad's podcast. Ben, how are you feeling, buddy?
Hey, nice to see you. I'm feeling pretty good. It took us a while to get this sucker started, but...
We did.
Here we are.
I'm running a little late today. Well, because Jake has all the logins, Jake has all the credentials and all that.
Yeah, and
I
feel
wouldn't
like,
say credentials.
all those Google verified signups are there for a reason, so they would not let me hack the account.
I see.
But good to be here.
It's all right. To his right, we have our good buddy Dirty. What's up, man?
What up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi, Kurt.
Hi.
Don't leave him hanging.
How's everybody doing?
Don't leave him hanging.
Yeah, high five. There we go.
I just figured it was a whacked out hand just randomly going around.
We have Mr. M Train Martin. I'm going to try to throw this pin at you. Pew. Ah.
What up, Martin?
Not much.
How y'all feeling? Right? Martin. Did you get how many Martin references did you get in the 90s?
Oh, still gets them all the time.
Damn,
Gina!
And new.
What's up?
New to the PSVR podcast. First time here, and you literally just set up your Rec Room account no more than, an hour ago or something like that?
Yeah. I had the game downloaded, but I had to do the tutorial and get logged in and do all that jazz. So.
Awesome.
Also, you got a cheap podcast plug as well over there.
Oh, yeah. VGS, the Video Game Show podcast.
The Video Game Show podcast?
Yeah.
So should we call it...
Happy to be here, though.
Your name says Girly Man 887. It's above your head. You can see we have our names above our head, too. Do you want to go by that, or you want to go by your name, or what's good?
Matt, Girly, either or. It don't matter. Dickhead, it doesn't... you can call me whatever you want. So. But no, honestly, it can be whatever.
Matt's
I'm
good,
happy.
But if I call you Girly... Well, see, then that's the first instance that happened so far tonight.
I went to grab it, and I just stood up on the table like any normal person would.
This table has actually lasted longer than most other podcasts.
Nope. Your daughter already took care of that.
Oh, did she really? we were getting this set up. I was over in the other room on my computer, and I said, Lily, you take over for me while I get this thing figured out here.
Yeah, and I thought I accidentally left this open, so I thought there was like kids coming in, and so I was like, oh gosh, someone just hopped in, and then I saw your voices moving, and I put two and two together.
Okay,
Nothing
good.
gets by me.
No, it's all good. You will catch it. All right, so episode 7. Anyway, we should mention, unfortunately, Jake couldn't join us tonight. He said he could join us, but then he would be like coughing or hacking or sneezing or blowing chunks or something every 20 seconds, whatever his excuse was anyway.
Oh, wait, here, I think I hear Jake come. Well, the thing is, it's not even like that, That's my Jake. He's going to hear that and be like,
hey, guys.
yeah.
No, it's a pretty
Wait,
good.
I don't see him. I heard him, but
Jake is always heard, but not seen.
Jake's
Hi,
got
Jake.
the best laugh.
He has
Nothing
it. I was
against
gonna.
John's laugh.
I was gonna.
But Jake's laugh is great.
I was gonna say Jake has
Did
a very
you just say
infectious
Jake
laugh.
Spaz?
No, his
I
laugh.
heard Jake Spaz is great.
He has a very
No, yeah.
infectious laugh. It's fantastic. All right, so.
Everybody knows I got the best spaz. Go ahead, John.
No. This is the PSVR Off-Centered Podcast. We are the only podcast that takes place inside of the PlayStation universe. Pouring out some water for Jake right now. He'll be back next week or next couple weeks or whatever. We have. We should talk about what we've been playing. Have you been playing anything recently?
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
Oh.
VR-wise, I'll be honest. The last time I hopped on my VR was the last time we recorded. But I will say this: I played Rec Room for an extra 2 hours after we logged off. There's a lot of random crap to do in this game.
Yeah, and they keep adding
And
to
it's
it.
getting more and more. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I ran into that 90s room you were talking about, the 90s music
Yeah, I
room.
saw that.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
There was unfortunately no music going on, but it seemed like a decent group of people.
I've been
in
there. I've been there when the music has been happening. What happens, Matt, is somebody sacrifices their VR headset and puts it behind a wall of speakers, and they just play like Pandora or something. So you can go in there and you're listening to, hits for the 90s or whatever.
Huh. So what's really cool though?
That
and I
is
don't know
pretty
if this-
damn cool.
Yeah, pretty
I don't know
ingenious, right?
If this was in there when you were in there, there's in the corner. I think it's over in that corner. It's the same room, at least the one I was in. There's a button, and you could hit it, and like a hologram pops up, and he explains what's happening in the room. And he says, "Look, here's what's going on. There's somebody that has put their headset over in the corner."
Wow.
And yeah, so he had to build something and have there must be a button that you forward a message and.
Yeah,
So,
in case you can't
it
be
seems
there.
Like they really are. Yeah, exactly. It seems
Yeah.
like they really are adding multiple things to the.
Yeah, so I ended up going in this like medieval room where it was basically kind of like a soft JRPG where all these people together were like mining for ore.
Right, yeah.
And then once you mine for like certain things, bring it over to this like conveyor belt, and then you get more credits and more money and that kind of thing. Then you can eventually go into a cave, and when you go into a cave, in order to like fix a ladder, you have to mine a certain amount of ore. So it's this kind of like level progression random game. But if you do it by yourself, it's not a lot. But there was a really nice, like, friendly guy there. He felt like a developer or something. He was just like, hey, I need to mine some more. Here you go. Here's this. And then when somebody else would come and like mess everything up and take it, like you just kind of ignore it and you're just trying to move forward in the game. And I don't know, I did it for like an hour and we got into like 5 or 6 different rooms, like sub-levels. It was really cool. Yeah.
Was that like a custom room or was it?
Yeah, I feel like it was like a develop.
I
Okay,
think-
so they have these rooms.
They have some dev rooms.
Yeah, they have these like secondary rooms where like, yeah, it's basically a level room. My room.
So is that in?
I want to say, like, I found it just by way of just walking around the
Here
lobby.
It is. Here it is. It's called the. So you can look at it later. It's called the Blacksmith. Hold on, let me click.
The tavern.
Blacksmith Shop. I wish
Yeah.
you could see what I can see.
Well, after,
man, I feel left out.
depending on how long this podcast is, after the podcast, we should all hang out for there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to cry weapons, buy various upgrades in the shop to unlock different caves to reach to the end. It's a maker room created by @LGZR. I guess that's their Twitter. I don't know. Okay, well, anyway. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. A
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I also like looking around the table here. It's like it's not enough that, I have my kids on their tablets and phones around the dinner table. I'm in a VR room, and now everyone's on their virtual wrist things, sitting around a virtual table. ain't that the future? What about you, Dirty? Playing anything recently?
A little bit more Wipeout. Again, like Ben.
Oh.
I haven't,
So great.
I haven't been able to hit a lot of VR lately with summer hitting. There's lots of bringing the kids to the park and
Yep.
things like that.
Going outside.
Yeah. Played a lot of Far Cry, not VR. I did, however, and I guess we can talk about it later unless we want to talk about it now.
We can. That one's kind of special. We can save that for later. But
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save it for later. What do you think?
I agree. Wipeout and Far Cry.
perfect.
What I've been playing.
I still need to beat Far Cry. I got as far as, like, I play for a while, and then I haven't got back to it yet.
I've got one more region to take care of. I've got two of the regions done, and I'm amazed at it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm the same
A lot
way.
of fun.
I have almost two regions done, and I'm enjoying every second, but I rarely get to play.
Which
I've
two
got the
did
girl. I've got the girl done, and I almost have the yes guy done, and I've got the bald guy halfway.
the yes guy?
Or no, the yes bottom left, the real annoying.
The
guy.
hipster dude.
The hipster. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm way early in the game then, because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Spoilers.
No.
There's spoilers. Talk about a character that you've seen in trailers.
Well,
Yep.
I haven't watched any trailers.
And the game's been out for a year. We have a 365-day rule, I think.
But yeah, those are the two same.
And are you playing with the aim?
What?
Oh, with Far Cry, the aim controller.
Oh, it's not VR.
Oh, never mind.
You're thinking of Farpoint.
I'm thinking of Farpoint. Oh, see, I haven't even started Farpoint. Never mind. All right.
I see. Yeah, so he was really confused. We were.
Yeah, I was like, what are you
understanding
talking about?
Yeah, no. Farpoint, I played the first 3 levels, and I really enjoyed it, but I just haven't hopped back for whatever reason. It feels like a solitary, like, loner type game. Like I have to be in a certain mood for that game.
It's weird because about 3/4 of the way through, it turns into Halo.
Oh, does
Like
it?
literally, it turns into Halo. Like weapons and everything.
So you know who's waiting patiently with his arms straight up? Martin. Let's.
You look like a weirdo.
I think it's the chair.
It's my chair.
All right, go ahead, Martin. Tell us about all those fun games you're playing.
Okay,
I've been playing this game, guys.
I did a little bit of Wipeout, of course. I actually bought and downloaded the Megaton Rainfall.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Tell us how awesome it is.
I've been talking you guys into it.
I only played it for a little. I need to play it more. I was a little unimpressed, but I think I was getting tangled up with all my cords spinning around, and that kind of was taking me out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
But
it's
I need
not.
to play it again.
The game itself is very, very not finished. Like, when you just like walk around, like if you're standing at street level, you can look straight and you see all the broken polygons in the hills and all that. But you're not supposed to do what I was doing, obviously.
Yeah.
So it just looks pretty.
No.
And I tried playing that without the VR too, and it's still a fun experience because you can play it VR or not.
I didn't know that. One game I did play using VR, but not actually a VR game, was I played Abzu.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Nice.
swimming
It was
one.
gorgeous.
But I played it wearing the headset to kind of give yourself a bit more immersion while playing it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was amazing doing that because I felt like I was really swimming behind the person.
I bet you that looks
cool.
really good too because it's not a very visually detailed game. It's very abstract and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Abzu, for those who don't know, it's like most people have played Journey or heard of it. It's basically
Journey in the
like
water.
It's good. I like more. It makes me want to play Journey in VR. But yeah, I like that too.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah. And last one I've been playing, it's not VR, but Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't stop playing that one.
Nice. Yeah, that was almost my GOT dubs. GO Game of the Year? Yeah, I don't know what the W
goat.
is. Yeah,
Goatee.
last year.
Cody.
I love
Cody.
that game.
Who knows? Goatee.
So that's it for me.
All right, Matt. Well,
I've been.
welcome to the
VR stuff
PlayStation
has
VR
been
universe.
So, Yeah, I've been overloaded with VR games, and there's a couple I haven't liked. I honestly just didn't care for, and a lot of people really like them.
Tell us.
I didn't care for. Doom. Oh, don't throw anything. I had Doom.
Did you
And
play it with the aim, or did you play it with
I played it with the aim. I played it with the controller. I just didn't care for it either way. I love Doom.
Right.
But the Doom VR just
Did you get to try any of the
classics?
maps? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
You know what's funny, though?
That might drag you in.
I didn't care for Doom either until I played with the DualShock, and then I realized, oh, you don't have to teleport everywhere. You can just walk smoothly.
No.
Right.
I played with the DualShock. I just didn't.
Just wasn't the same, huh?
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and then the other one that I didn't care for is, and I've never been a big fan of the series. It was Skyrim VR, it was cool. It's cool that they got it onto this whole the experiences in VR. It's cool. Skyrim's just never been my bag.
Oh yeah, if you don't like Skyrim, you're not going to like Skyrim VR.
Yeah, but it was very cool.
Skyrim's a
they got the whole
complicated
thing.
game just a normal Skyrim is complicated to get into. And to get into it in VR with movement.
I have yet to ever play Skyrim, and I own like 8 copies of it.
Yeah, it's just such a
Hoarder
time suck.
problems.
But however, what I have been liking a whole lot is Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. It's so much fun. So
Nice.
much fun.
It's a good starter.
I've only played Star Trek once. That was so much fun because I had no idea what the game was about, and I'm thinking, okay, what do we just like? Oh, we're gonna go shoot some aliens. No, like we're like piloting the Enterprise.
it's the
or
bridge
whatever.
crew.
So that was very cool. And Drive Club was fun. Gran Turismo was fun. They're just more or less like, hey, put this on and play. PlayStation Worlds is pretty good actually for like the deep sea diving, and then the luge one for that. The Wipeout level that everyone's been saying to get. I finally got the Wipeout, and that's one of the best VR experiences I've actually had so far. So that's very impressed by Wipeout, to say the least.
How's your
So
how's your nausea or dizziness? Is any of that?
It's completely gone now. The first couple times I played this, the first time I played at your house a year or so ago, I got a little nauseous playing like Drive Club, and then when I played at Jake's about 6 months ago, after like 10 minutes of playing Farpoint, I got nauseous. But so far, nothing. I guess it's just adapted to it. But
Good.
Or it
my
could have
dad
been
was
a
over.
location.
That's mean. My dad was playing Wipeout yesterday. He's played over here before, playing the video games and such. But he got nauseous. He got green. He took it off, and they're like, "Well, we're gonna go home now." Dad's not feeling too good because it made him feel green. So that's fine. I get it. But no, I really like VR so far. I'm really happy I got it. So it's pretty damn cool.
Awesome.
Valkyries, and just for my own benefit, Maddie, I don't know at all. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like you guys know each other. I have no idea who you.
Yeah. Who are you? Who let you in here?
I am. I guess I know these jokesters from working at Game Trader 2, and I met John last year at OGameCon 2.
That's right.
And then you are on Video Game Dad's podcast, which I think there's another guy on there who I met.
There's Adam and Shane.
Adam.
Yeah, you met Adam at the Missouri Game Con, and Shane showed up the next day, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Adam, I've met Adam because I think I got some he got some magazines for me that I donated to him, and he was a really nice guy. But yeah, I've heard of your show, your podcast. Hey, I have the shirts. It's funny when I see the. I think who was it just posted a video the other day? It was My Life in Gaming. Yeah, they had the. Yeah, they had the Video Game Dad podcast shirt. It was really cool. But
Oh,
anyway,
nice.
He says he says it's one of the most comfortable shirts he owns. I was like, yay, that's the
it
whole
fits
point.
very well.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear it all the time too.
As the Jurassic Park line, spared no expense on the.
But it shows because if you give away a cheap T-shirt, no one's going to wear it. But it's the comfiest T-shirt ever. I wear it all the time, so it pays for itself.
Yeah,
It
we
works.
need to talk
It works
about
for.
this T-shirt. Might need one. Yeah, I'll get you a T-shirt. Done. T-shirt, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more than willing to pay for it.
Best podcast so far?
But Ben, yes, I collected for a while. Big PS1 collector.
Ooh, PS1.
At a point,
I like it.
PS1. At the one point in time before I got rid of everything, I had a little over 600 titles, and I was going for a complete collection. And then I just kept buying stuff and then being like, go on the shelf, all right, neat. And
Yeah.
I just stopped playing stuff and then had a baby and I was like, all right, let's get rid of some of that stuff. So I've actually
happens.
sold off a lot of it. Yeah, and I've kept the stuff I actually want. Martin just got a bunch of long box stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
You know
But,
who
yeah,
else
so-
loves the PS1? That Radical Reggie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know he does.
Yeah,
I know he's a big PS1 guy.
He met Reggie last year, too.
Show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually see him in 2 days. Wednesday? Yeah. So, what's your favorite? What is your favorite genre of game?
My favorite genre, to be honest, right now at least, is racing games. I play Forza and Gran Turismo,
nice.
and yeah.
A man after
Used to be
Jason's heart,
RPG.
probably.
Yeah.
Used to be an RPG fan and fighting game fan. I still like playing Tekken 7 a lot. But
Tekken,
yeah, favorite game of all time, as cliche as can be, is Final Fantasy 7. Yep, it's just right time, right place, right
Yeah,
game.
it's-
So
yeah, that game was jaw dropping back in the day.
Never heard of that game.
So, on the subject of PlayStation 1,
Oh, I caught the meat instead.
got the ham. So, if you could choose any PlayStation 1 game to put into the VR universe, what are you thinking?
I think would be really cool is LSD Dream Emulator.
Oh, good
that never
lord.
got a-
Really cool.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
never got
something?
a U.S. release, but as far as it's first person, and if you slap some an HD remake onto it, that would be pretty fun.
You could really
You
mess with
wouldn't
people.
even have to. You wouldn't even have to HD remake it. You make it what it was before because
You go play that game now, and you tell me
bizarre
that
it is.
looks okay. PS1 era stuff has not aged terribly well.
Not a lot of it, anyway.
yeah, but
You know
it was
what I
still.
would
I
want to
mean,
play?
it was.
I'd want to play Fear Effect.
Oh, there you
Fear
go.
Effect 2.
Fear Effect 2.
Oh, the
I like Fear
cell
Effect.
shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
You can do cell shaded. I would still love to see. I don't know why Namco hasn't done Ridge Racer VR.
Ridge Racer. I've
Dude.
been saying that for a while. I don't
Ridge
Ridge
it
Racer
makes no
has a.
sense.
Ridge Racer is one of my favorite games of all time. The first
Yeah.
one
I wonder-
especially. So.
I don't.
wonder
I
if they tried it.
I don't,
And the drifting and the drifting on it. I'll bet you that would.
oh, for sure. No,
serious nauseousness.
I don't like racing games. I love Ridge Racer. So
Yeah.
that's my take.
I don't like
Fair enough.
racing games, but I like arcade racing.
Yeah, no, I like
Racer.
arcade
Yeah,
racers.
see, that's-
Like Daytona.
That's a
yeah.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, Ridge Racer is the most loosely, whatever physics, it's not on this earth, but I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Gran Turismo
It's kinda
for its
like if
time was like
Daytona
pretty.
USA was
but
good.
I like Daytona USA.
I like it too, but it's not a great game.
Wow,
But
come
they,
on.
They did just
See, that's what I was-
re-release that in the arcade. They released
Yeah.
like an HD version of it.
I just like the
Yes,
song.
Daytona is yeah. Daytona, rolling
Mid to late 90s Sega arcade game songs. You can't beat some of that stuff.
Like the
No,
AM2
no,
boards,
there's
yeah.
nothing.
And
like
the Dreamcast type songs and shit
Yeah.
like that.
It's literally
Is
three
the
tracks.
hey, Les, yeah, the Dreamcast.
Yeah, there's the yeah.
It's the logo.
Can you do the boot up song?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Everybody has
All of a sudden, it's like you've been booted from the room. All right. Then.
Whenever I boot up my Dreamcast, all I hear is that whiny sound that says like, "Hey, you need to replace your battery." And my,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the ear piercing.
mine's
beep.
been making that sound for the last 20 years.
Oh yeah.
I
All
think
I
they go
hear
bad
on
within
mine
20
is-
minutes.
All I hear on mine is
Oh, I love
Yeah, that laser does not.
Yeah.
It's not quiet, but it
Yeah.
works.
it is
It's a
not at all.
workhorse.
Yeah.
I have 7 Dreamcasts and they all work. I've never had it. My launch Dreamcast, I got $99.99. Still works.
Yeah.
A couple of my don't. I have the whole library. For those that don't know, which would only be Matt.
you have another complete? You have
Yeah.
Dreamcast complete?
Dreamcast Complete was my first complete.
yeah, well, there's only
How
like
many is
there's
that? Is
200
that
what?
Oh, okay. I thought it was 180.
Yeah, it's like 256, something like that.
Yeah.
Including like the
About
limited
250.
edition Sonic, which I have. I didn't double up the variants and get all the All-Stars editions because I'm not effing crazy. But, nothing against you.
You're not John
people
Hancock.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah. No, John. Yeah, I need to upgrade this one. There's a fold on the corner.
Yep. That's Kevin.
Matt, he's got.
Or
He
Jason.
also has a. Ben's got a full PS3.
Yeah, that's the weird
PS3.
one. PS3.
Oh my
That's-
gosh,
That's the weird one. I know.
Well, yeah, they're still finding PS3 is like PS2 and like PS1. There's so many weird games that still no one has even talked about or done
Right.
reviews on or
I know,
anything.
that's
So
why I wanted to do it. So it's mainly the community. So the PS3 collectors are this weird, kind of like us. Like we're some weird guys that have this kind of weird niche for this virtual world. PS3,
Weird.
it's like
Call me a
they
weird
love
guy?
Blu-ray. They love the fact that like, it's very different than Nintendo collecting or anything else. Just,
Yeah.
I've traded games from almost every continent outside of Antarctica. I've traded PS3 games because it's region free. So it's mainly just a wonderful community that helps kind of spur it on. Then finally, I was going for the whole set, and I completed it on my birthday, right before my birthday, a couple months ago.
what's the whole set?
It's a little over between 12 and 1300. It gets a little squirrely because there are variants based on stores, like Assassin's Creed has a Target exclusive and all this crap. So I don't do that. I basically do if there's a complete edition with all the crazy stuff on disc, like LA Noire has a complete edition, that'll count. If there's a variant, basically if there's a variant with DLC on the disc, not on a code, it counts. And North America, I've got about another 200 imports. There's some really crazy imports. I have like Move Street Cricket, just a whole bunch of crazy ones. But yeah, it's a little under 1,300.
Sure. Yeah, but the PS1's about the same, which is crazy. But it's funny because PS1 and PS3 they're feasible. But whenever someone's like, I'm going to collect all the PS2 games, I'm just like, oh no.
All of them? Seriously, all of them?
Yeah, PS2 is library is insane. But as far as your PS3 imports, I wanted to get a couple of them because they have like the Wangan or whatever, it's like the Tokyo Drift series, sort of.
Oh, you mean
there's a
Initial
few of
D
them.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
got those, yeah.
few of those on
I got a
PS3.
couple
in there.
at Portland, not to segue, but Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the coasts of the world has a lot of the imports, mainly where John's residing.
Right.
He's not really 3 feet away from us, believe it or not.
Yeah. I'm in Washington State.
Yeah, and he has arms in real life. And
Yes, I do. I really do. No, he's seen me before. We met before. So, very cool. It's cool.
What have you been playing, John?
I was gonna say,
John,
what
what are you playing?
with collecting for PlayStation 3, I mean, so many games are like $1, right? So they go to conventions, and PlayStation 3, it's just like original Xbox, really easy to collect for right now, or Xbox 360, because there are so many games that are $1. But then you have to find Africa, or I'm trying to think of another.
Yeah, there's
Obscure
a lot
one.
of, obscure ones for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Are JRPGs, tons of them.
No, I don't doubt that.
Go ahead.
I have, I set up my account, my PlayStation Network account, so now I have, like, multi-regions. So I've been going through, like, the Japanese store, the European store, the Australian store to see what they have up for grabs. And I've been downloading their free demos, and so far, there hasn't been a whole lot of cool free demos, I'll be honest with you. I wanted to set it up because the Australian store has the Stranger Things PSVR experience.
That's right.
Which is only about not even a couple of minutes long. It really isn't. It's just like we
I
have
played it on the phone. I played it on the phone. It was like 3 minutes, 5 minutes long.
It's the same thing. So, but it's free, and you don't need to set up a separate account or separate card or anything like that. It's just you just set up, say, hey, I happen to live in Australia, or hey, I happen to live in, Japan, for instance.
It's not 3D, is it? On VR, is it flat?
It looks flat to me. I'll have to look at it again. I think it was flat, though. And it was hard to maneuver. Like, I can't just, you can't just do this action. Oh, there you go. However, the PlayStation Store from Japan has some interesting demos. A couple of them are kind of playable, kind of. Like you're sitting in a theater, and next to you there's this anime girl, and then you're watching the trailer for some show that becomes broken up and in polygons and on the puddles of the ground and stuff like that. So that's kind of weird. But they have it. I forgot.
On Japanese website, our Japanese PSN, they have the one where you can watch movies with people, right?
I believe so. And if there is, I haven't had a chance to find out which one that is yet. I did download one called, it's 360 VR or 360 V or something like that. It's kind of like their version of the Little Star app. It's just hey, here's kind of a 3D experience. So you can sit there and you can look around and, see the other things. But there's a couple of those videos that are in VR 3D video So there's a girl sitting right in front of you, but it has that VR, not depth, where if I lean in, she leans in too or anything like that. But it's not flat. It's actually, there's depth to her as if they were filming the camera with the Phantom or whatever it's called. And that was kind of creepy to just hit this button, and all of a sudden, here's this Japanese girl right in front of you, and I'm like, no. But again, it was free, so I had to check that out. And other than that, that's really, I've just been going back through and just playing what I already have. I have a couple of new games. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. I did pick up Time Carnage. I picked up Time Carnage.
Nice. How do you like it?
I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I got it in a trade.
Okay.
My buddy Ken, who's also in like the PSVR Physical Collectors Facebook group, I had an extra copy of Pixel Gear from Limited Run Games. He didn't get a chance to order it, so we just traded straight across. And I also just picked up, now that they have added locomotion controls and all that, I have Arc Park ready to download. But I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. And that one's like, oh man, I want to add it to the physical collection, but I can't justify paying $40 for it with how many reviews I've read that were not in favor of it. But now that there's added, updates and all that, hopefully it'll be a little bit better, and I'll find out by the time the next podcast. And Jake just popped up in the chat too. So Jake is tuned in and watching. Hello, Jake. We miss you, buddy.
Shut up, Jake. I don't.
Hi, Jake. Hi, Jake. Hi, Jake.
What about, did you do Summer Lesson last time? Did you talk about that last time?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was just, there was so much. I forget when I remembered you talking about it, because I watched your video on it, which is great. Everybody check that out on John Riggs' channel.
Yeah, right.
Huh? Yeah, that's pretty great.
I can hear you, Dirty.
How do you mute it?
Yeah, this is mute?
My daughter's calling me. I'm trying to mute.
You can mute me. I don't know if I can. It's supposed to be this,
I
right?
thought you could. Yeah, I thought you could mute yourself.
Yeah, I can mute you if you talk to the hand.
Maybe the new update changed it.
Yeah.
Because they did update it since we did our deal.
Oh, you just hold it. You hold your hand up to them.
Yeah, and then they turn into a phantom.
No. It blocks them. It doesn't mute them. It doesn't mute them for a second. Now you have to go into your menu. If you can't hear him, you have to go.
Martin, can you talk?
Maybe.
No, I can hear
I
him.
can hear him.
No, but you can hear him. I can't. Then you wouldn't be able to hear him, but I could hear him because I don't have him blocked.
If it goes all the way around, if the green line goes all the way around, it'll you're basically blocking him.
Well, and he'll turn into a ghost. Superhero Game Squad's here. Thanks, buddy.
All right, pardon me for 1 second, my daughter.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. And when Dirty comes back, we'll talk about a new experience that he's been playing that from the outside it looks decent. Uh-oh, watch out. Yep. And he sunk into the couch. Well, wait. Uh-oh.
There's a demon here.
Does somebody have holy water? I can't grab it. There's a way you can pass it. Oh,
You can just kind of look at it and grab it.
Well, while we wait for him to come back, I read an article on a new game that's being developed.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Super Hot JP is what they're calling it. It's not the same company that made the first Super Hot, but it's going to be a Japanese Super Hot.
So now, what do we know beyond that? Is it just is it Super Hot but takes place in Japan?
I believe that's what the article was saying.
So it'd be like in the street, in the streets of Shinmu. That water went way up there. You see that? That was crazy. Do you think that they'll be inspired by, or do you think? That's something we could talk about. Like it's Super Hot, but it's not made by the same team who did Super Hot.
Yeah, I mean, the article may sound like it's a sequel, but it's a different company making it, and it's going to be set in Japan.
So is it going to be like
interesting.
the Metal Gear Solid style, where it's just like, well, it's the same name but different game, or do you think it'll be like going from Twisted Metal 2 to Twisted Metal 3, where it's like, well, thanks for the effort, but the Twisted Metal guys moved on to make Vigilante 8 or something like that, where it's like, well, that'll continue that story. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's played. Oh, have you played Super Hot? Check your notification.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Zebulars.
Oh, no, we don't want him to decline.
I just accepted.
Decline.
No, wait a minute.
No, there's not enough room. We can only have 5 people in the room.
I just accepted him. Hold on.
So, Super Hot, Matt, are you with us?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you played-
I saw that.
Who's coming in?
I haven't played it.
Yeah.
But you're familiar with it?
It's to be
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
Moss. I think
I've got Super Hot if you wanna
Hot's
borrow it, Matt.
unreal.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Bring
it's
it
one of
to
those.
the-
You look at the
bring it to the
pictures,
store.
you look at the videos, and even when I saw it, I was like, I get it. It looks all right. I get it. Whatever. Until you play it and
Yeah.
experience it for yourself, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's the best game ever.
I remember when you first did it, John, you were kind of like, I don't get how this time thing works. And then as soon as you get the whole moving first.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm standing still. I'm waiting for them to attack me so I can attack them, and they're not moving, and I'm not moving. So when I pick up something, I look up, and they're right in front of me. They already have a gun to my face. And I was like, what did I do? You know? So no,
I will say,
when you move, they move.
Matt, do some cardio before you.
Some deep knee bends.
Do a couple
This
leg days.
this body is good to go. What happened?
Zebular sent me a thank you or something.
Oh, I thought he was coming in. What do I know?
Nobody's listening to you, Jake. Cheers, Jake.
Is he coming in? Oh. Oh, good job.
All right. He sent me a cheer too. Yay.
All right. Very cool. Oh, so Dirty, we're talking about Super Hot JP. Have you heard about that yet, or have you read up on that?
I saw a blurb about it. What is it? It's not super hot, but it is super hot.
It's like
Sequel.
it's the sequel that takes place in Japan, but
Sequel.
not made by the same company,
Yeah.
or not made by the same. Oh, good lord! Oh, good lord! Where is he? Watch it. Is he coming in? Is he coming in from the rafters?
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh God! Hey!
You don't sound like you're coughing too much over there, Zebular.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit under the weather.
He was.
All right, you said you're sick, right?
earlier.
There we go. That's better.
All right. You still look like Ryan Seacrest, and you are now not the host, so deal with it.
He was doing he's doing NyQuil shots. He's cut off. He's done.
That's actually true.
I don't doubt that.
It's the Walgreens brand though. So,
Oh, good.
Walquill, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walquill.
Right. His eyes are the X's too.
I think it literally is Walquill. All right. Well, now that you're here, what are you playing?
yeah. So Time Carnage. I gave that a shot. What's the joke?
Nothing. Nothing.
So Time Carnage, how is it? And where's my copy?
Your
it.
copy is here at my hizzy, and yeah,
Your what?
it's
Hizzy.
my hizzy.
I heard.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected it to be.
Yeah. It's
Arizona Sunshine, I think, is better as far as like the whole.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm getting one of those soon.
yes.
Fantastic. Well, I'll have to
I
play
sent it.
that.
It should be there in 2 days.
Okay. So sometime here
Where did
soon.
the ham come from?
It's a rum ham.
Rum ham.
Yeah.
I
So
also, John, I sent something a little to your wifey because she plays werewolves with it. You'll get it when you open.
okay. Yeah, my wife's actually sitting right next to me right now, so
Oh, is she? Okay.
she's happy to hear that. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
You got a
just- she
ham on
plays
your
werewolves
head.
Within so much, I think you can. It's something you can feed
my
her
ham
while she's
head.
playing.
Yeah, is that right?
Every
Is it an
time-
eye
every time I
patch?
walk-
Is it?
every
Is
time I- what's-
if it's from Werewolves Within, is it the eye patch or is it the aviator's cap or is it a loot?
It's neither. It's literally food, so she can eat and still play and doesn't.
Oh,
have
okay,
to
perfect.
take a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Has anybody here been fed while you were on VR? It's the weirdest. My wife will come up to me and like give me a piece of banana bread, and it's the weirdest freaking thing. It feels like I'm taking a shower and drinking a Diet Coke. It's
So
just a weird.
the first
feeling.
time I ever played, I went to a buddy's house and he was showing it to me.
And he fed something to you, didn't he?
He didn't want me to take the headset off, so he would just. He
I
would
saw that
hand me-
episode of South Park.
Wait, he touched me here.
No, I got it from a hose.
Close my eyes and stuff.
Yep. Exactly. That. No, but he just said, dude, just keep playing. And he goes, you need a drink? And he would just put the beer up to my mouth and tilt my head back. Like, all right,
So,
this is live it. So I went to his house. He gave me his beer. I played his VR, and he didn't charge me a dime.
That is awesome.
You still can't find your belt, but...
And she knows she's like, oh, I'm just doing this little pocket. Okay, so she gets out of the bath and she's letting the dogs out, and then all of a sudden she's who? My wife.
I was
just like starting to she's starting to like poke me, and I'm like, God, no, it's funny, no, topical. That's good. Thanks, Martin. I wish I had a rum hand to throw at you.
Wait.
No. Anyways, it's creepy. Because she's starting to like come up to me and poke me, and yeah, it's inappropriate.
Yeah. Speaking of poking you, you got an arrow right in your head. You have a dart right there. There you go. There you
I
go.
knew that felt weird.
Yep. I am looking at the chat too. Whenever people chime in with the chat, Cap and Retro just asked, can you write anything you want on that whiteboard? And the answer is absolutely. You can write anything you want on the whiteboard. You can write anything you want on these things.
Oh, Jake.
It usually just ends up being something foul.
What he wants me to write.
Jake.
I'll write
Here comes the
something
table.
for him.
No,
go look
I know
at
that
the,
was me.
Go look at that board over there.
Go look at the boardroom.
Hi.
It's funny because it's true.
All right, John, ask the guy in the chat for me. I can write something, whatever he wants.
Oh, Cap and Retro, what would you like Ben here to write for you? Can we give him just a shout out to your channel?
I
or?
have a degree in the arts. I might as well use it.
Yeah, please do. All right. Yeah, we're certainly taking questions in the chat too. If you have anything you want to throw in there.
So John, you have a PSN account now. You have is it separate from your North American account?
Yes, when you set up for a account, you have to. And here's how you do it too. If you want to do it, and you're just like, I don't want to use different emails and all that. Here, I don't know how commonly known this Gmail trick is. I have a Gmail account, right? So my U.S. account is my email address. That's johnblueriggs@gmail.com. That's not a secret. So johnblueriggs@gmail. No, not my password. Well, not my password. my wife's like, here's your password. So then,
That's for the social.
so like so instead of signing up for like a second email address and going through all that, with Gmail, if you put plus and anything else after your name, like my Japanese account, for instance, is John Blue Riggs plus the letter J. So John Blue Riggs plus J at Gmail. It'll still act as a second Gmail account, but all those emails still come into my primary Gmail account.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow, well,
So
cool.
John Blue Riggs plus
So
J.
you don't have to set up all those accounts. You just
No, I already have an account.
enter it into the.
Yeah, and then I'll get the email saying, "Hey, here's your PlayStation Australian account," which is like John Blue Riggs plus Australia or whatever it is.
Because on the PS3,
down under.
there's a lot of cool PS1 titles that are Japanese only or whatever. There's one that's like a couple thousand. It's a crazy expensive game, but it's a Japanese release only side-scrolling platformer.
Oh, what is it?
I can't remember what it is now.
Is it-
I'll have to Google it, but you can only get it on the Japanese PSN store. And I've always wanted to have that on the
Yeah, no, I
my
had
PS3.
I had one of those for my when PlayStation Home was a thing. I had a Japanese account and a Chinese account and all that.
When was that?
Rest in peace. Pray
PlayStation
Home.
So when that happened, I had one.
2007?
So I could go
Yeah,
to
it
the
was cool.
PlayStation Home in Japan and hang out with and talk to Japanese people. Who
It
were
was
on the
ahead of
account.
its time.
I hated him.
Me and a buddy just dressed up
this
as
is-
women, had creeper guys chase after us, and then we'd turn their mics on and be like, "What's up, dude?" that was the most fun we had.
That is literally all Jake does. That's Jake in a nutshell. Like, Jake's whole life is dressing up as women and then going, "What's up, dude?"
Hey guys,
It was a little.
Chick over there.
It's a little creepy though. Like in the world of the PlayStation VR, or not PlayStation VR. With PlayStation Home, I would like run around, but I'd have my wife,
Thank
my
you,
wife
Ben.
have the microphone. So then like they're like, oh, but I'll dress up like some random girl or whatever, and they're like, oh, this is definitely a guy. And then my wife would do all the talking. She's like, no, I'm a girl. And then as soon as she opened her mouth, I swear, like the stampede of men around would all charge towards her and start dancing.
Yeah.
Like in front of her. It's like, okay, no.
The same dance. I would do ska and just stand.
The internet is a giant sausage fest. Is exactly
Hey guys, follow me.
No,
you guys should follow me.
I was part of the. I used to know someone.
Hold on, guys. How you doing?
Good God. Oh, Optimus Prime.
I used to know someone at PlayStation, so I had like the beta access to home, and we would like line everyone up and do like the the human centipede of the Running Man. It would just be like it'd be like 100 people just.
Oh, so not like the movie The Human Centipede.
No, yeah. Well, that wasn't out yet.
You just got Jake's hopes up. He's like, oh, I gotta find out a way to download home again.
Are you telling
There's a
me
VR. There's a VR human centipede.
VR.
That would sell. You can sell that for $1.
Please
Out of all
bring
my
back
trophies, those are my
PlayStation
favorite
Home
trophies,
so
'cause
I
no one
can
can get
Human
those against
Centipede.
Yes. I think
I know you can dress. You can dress up as a Ghostbuster. That's cool.
I'm pretty sure Human
is
Centipede,
wrong?
Human Centipede VR is like the only time you want to be the middle piece, because you can take advantage of like all of the features. Right?
You need a. Oh, never mind. How many move controllers do you need for this game?
Everyone has to borrow one. You only need one, because then you have to pass the other one on to someone else.
Did anybody else their
That's
first
true.
experience with that game was like the human centipede? Like that episode was the
I
thing
know what
that
you're talking
introduced
about,
me
Adele.
to
Oh, yeah.
South Park
Oh,
introduced
yeah.
me to that movie.
No, I knew about the movie prior.
It can't because it was just like a hype thing. Like, oh my god, it's so bad, it's good, it's so horrible. And I remember watching, it going, this is garbage. Like, it was dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
It's pretty
It's
bad.
just,
You want to see garbage? Look at Kevin Smith's. What was Kevin Smith's The Walrus one?
I thought that was funny.
I thought
Oh,
that was
he actually listens to this podcast. We better be careful.
Sorry, Kevin.
I'm just kidding.
I apologize.
Of course he does.
Amazing.
I apologize for your heart attack.
Awesome.
Oh.
He's random
Not
enough.
that I had
I
anything.
could see it happen.
There it goes. There it goes.
Jake.
There it goes.
It's over.
There we go. There it is. Should we get it or should we leave it? You got it? All right, Matt's getting
leave
it.
it.
Matt's getting it. If you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and chime them in. We're happy to help. Coming up here very soon, we do want to talk about Dirty's latest experience.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
get
do
into
it.
it. Grab
We can
that.
talk about it right now if you'd like. Let me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
These
think
damn
it's just
flippers
me.
for
I think,
hands.
Thank you.
Did you get to play it, John?
if you're talking, this is a Virry Safari.
Yes, sir.
I haven't played the first one, but I played Safari.
That's what I have. Virry Safari.
Oh, perfect. How'd you like it? It's an interesting experience.
it was-
It's kind of new.
It is. It's so for people that don't know, basically, it's Virry took a 4K camera and plopped it down in these different savannas in Kenya in this
Savannas.
national. I guess it's a national conservation area or whatever. And they put their 4K 360 cameras in, and they filmed a whole bunch of different wildlife.
Yeah.
And so basically, what you're doing is you're watching.
Do I have
Are
to
you guys
separate you
making
two?
out?
What's going on?
Yeah, you guys making out? You guys are like moving in tandem too.
Secrets.
Don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, here we are with Jake coming and add Dirty to the group. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, Kurt. Going back. Kurt, please continue your National Geographic story about this game. Oh, these people went out into the middle of a jungle and put a camera there, and then.
I think.
I'm just joking with you. Kurt knows
What
I'm
about the
messing with him.
cicadas?
So
You
first
wouldn't
off,
know.
Big thanks to Virry for providing a code for this. Thanks, guys.
Oh, nice.
Even though
Yeah,
Gurley
dude.
over here isn't too happy about it.
Yeah, 'cause he hasn't played it yet.
Myself.
That's because he
I
hasn't
know,
played it yet.
exactly. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So basically, you've got, I believe it's like about 10 different, basically 360 National Geographic experiences. Each one's about 5 minutes long. And so basically, there's not a whole lot of interaction. It's flat video, unfortunately, which is one of the cons.
Right.
It is somewhat informative. It's a
Yeah, 'cause there's a
neat
narrator.
concept. Yeah, there's a narrator
Right.
that'll give you a different little tidbits about the animals you're looking at. It's the video quality though is some of the best I've seen aside from Blu-rays, 3D Blu-rays.
Yeah, but it's not because it's not like because you look at it and you're thinking like, oh, it's 3D video, it's wildlife animals, no big deal. But it's way better than like YouTube VR. You know, it's 4K.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not 4K obviously.
Oh, then not
the
4K.
headset
Yeah,
can't display, but it is shot in 4K. I thought it was really cool. It got the narration. It's really good looking. The biggest con is that each one is kind of short. There's like 10 of them.
right.
They're about 3 to 5 minutes long. But they also have a live camera.
Yeah, that's the
So
best part,
you
I think.
can- Yeah, and that was really cool. I didn't really get to see anything, but it has night vision. Unfortunately, that's not in 3D. It's not in 360 either. It's just a flat camera.
Right.
But it's actually it's really cool to just have that. And I don't know, it gives you 15 minutes for free. I don't know if you have to pay for more or if you just have to sign up with Virry. But yeah, it was
Excuse you.
a definite. It's definitely really really cool. And if you want to see good 360 video, this is the best I've seen so far.
Right. You know,
That's cool.
I picked it up also, and my daughters love it. My daughters like just looking at the like you're looking at the elephants, and you have to shake the controller, then the food comes down, and you're like, okay, let's wait. And then like she looks around, and there's like mama elephant, you know, just gigantic behind her. It's so immersive.
Or right above you, like you turn around and you look.
Oh, you
up,
just look
and
up,
you're
yeah.
Literally like directly underneath an elephant's mouth, and it just looks humongous.
Hey,
the
we should
monkey one is
email
good,
them.
too.
Yeah. Oh,
We
the
should
monkey's
email
great.
them and have them do the miracle of life.
No.
Ooh, that would be good. Oh my God, that would be fantastic. I would totally love to do the miracle of life in VR.
Here we go down the fallopian tube.
He's drunk.
But yeah, again, big. He's drunk on wall quill.
Well, that's why
Well,
Walk will.
I can't even afford real NyQuil, man.
Big thanks to Virry. Really appreciate all get me through all the technical difficulties and providing the code. So,
So can you really interact with much in it though?
no, not really. It literally is like a 360 video.
Well, that's
you
okay.
can-
I mean, yeah, you said the quality's good, so I mean that's all.
Yeah.
So there's minor interaction. There's a lady will come on and she'll ask you like trivia questions and you can answer those. You can turn those off as well
So it's the guy game.
Yeah.
with animals.
No, it's like it's interactive.
I will say that there are elephant boobs in it.
Okay.
Oh man.
And you are directly below them.
It's interactive like that Apollo mission is interactive. It's like it's there if you want it to be.
I still need to play that. Yeah.
Dude, you got to grab it. It's super fun. All right, so
Cheap too, isn't it?
Virry
Thanks
Safari
again,
is available
Virry.
now.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's appreciate you stepping out and helping me through all the technical difficulties.
Yep. I recently just grabbed. I just got it in the mail today. I didn't know that. Is it Res Infinite?
Yeah.
I thought that was a limited edition, sold out, can't find it anywhere game until I saw that im8bit.com has it just available on their
Initially it
website.
was.
Okay, so
Yeah, they
so
re-released
let me
it, I believe.
let me
And I
tell
got it
you
in the
the story
mail
behind that.
and cheap.
Yeah, so I am 8-bit, well, they're still selling it, but the first copy has, like, the terrible label on it, and that's actually the rare one to get.
Okay, so that's the collector
Damn it.
one.
But
But they did
yeah,
send out.
but
They sent
yeah,
out the
they
label.
send out, like, a
Replacement,
foiled, one,
Okay.
too, so the crappy label is actually the one
So I got
you
the
wanna have
re-release then.
for being rare, yeah.
so
therefore,
the re-release
it's
has
a
the foil.
variant. It's
Right.
Okay.
So the re-release has the foil.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, so here's what I found out. You've probably seen it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. I've seen multiple times people holding up a copy of their physical copy of Moss for the PlayStation VR.
Really?
Because they have it's coming out soon, right? It's coming out sometime.
Right. Yeah.
June, I think they said, didn't
And
they?
I've seen a few people hold up there like, oh man, I can't wait for this. Like look out for it soon. It's Moss for the PlayStation VR. Okay, I know someone at PolyArc, and he's like, yeah, those are all mock-ups. Those are fake. We haven't sent out anything to anyone.
Oh.
So I was like, ha ha, in your face. Because of course I asked him, I was like, hey, can you send me one too? Right? He's like, no, we haven't done anything.
Right. But the physical is coming.
It is coming.
They did confirm that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's been a couple of I've at least so far seen 2 people hold up a PlayStation VR game, like the physical game. It's just the box, not the disc, but just the box of what the label looks like, what we've all seen, like with the it won all these awards. It looks like an indie movie poster. But yeah, there's nothing inside there. It's just they printed off their own label or something like that. So
That's funny.
trying to get your hopes up anyway. But there's a lot of great games that are coming out soon. Not only is Operation
Well, that
Warcade,
was picked up by Perpetual, right?
from Perp, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, along with so many
I think you're right.
Operation Warcade's coming out soon, physical. I mean, it's half price right now if you haven't picked it
Oh,
up
really?
yet.
I didn't know that. That's
But
awesome.
Operation War, but and overseas, I don't know if it's coming out in America. Heard that Apex Construction is coming out physical in America.
Oh, cool.
Got that
And
officially
there's
confirmed.
a demo now, too, I believe, isn't there?
Oh, I haven't checked yet. If there is, I need to download it. And
I believe there is a demo now for that.
And I just got, I finally have my PSVR Fun Pack, but Oasis confirmed that the PSVR Fun Pack is coming out physical in America sometime soon. Just we don't know exactly when.
Wait, the Japanese one?
Yeah, the one that has the 4 games, the one that's like Weeping Doll,
What
Pixel
John
Gear.
is telling me right now is I need to sell mine and then buy it cheaper when it comes to America.
No kidding, because I just used John just used me as a ruse because he posted that link and then I got all excited and I paid $40 to have it.
No, I did the same thing because I just got mine. I got mine through buygame2.com. Buygame the number
Yeah,
2.com has that PSVR
what I
Fun
did,
Pack.
too.
But Oasis on Twitter was like, "Hey, we're looking for American stores, U.S. stores, to distribute this PSVR Fun Pack." And I was like, "Well, I can help you out. I know a couple of store owners and stuff like that. Or if you want to sell it online, Castlemania Games would love to have it." And then they reached out to me saying like, "It's coming out sometime as soon as we get a chance." So I don't know when sometime is, or they're just blowing smoke. I don't think they would, because they want it released. They just need someone to carry it.
Yeah.
So is it me, or
Yes.
does Girly Man look either like Moral Oral
Yes.
or Davy
I was going to
from...
say Drew Carey.
What?
It's either Moral, Moral Oral or
Maybe
Davy
a
from
bit-
Davy and Goliath.
Nintendo. That's what I see as soon as I look over. Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Somebody get Nintendo in the chat.
Get him in here.
No, he needs Nintendo has the blonde hair. Nintendo is one of those guys. You look
That's
at him.
true.
You look at him now, and you're like, he's gonna have a full head of hair when he's 80. Makes me jealous with all this going on right up here. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, in real life, don't you worry. This is all gone
So we
up here.
spoke about physical releases. How
Right.
about the digital update that's coming? Star Trek.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Take it away.
Star Trek. What is it? May 22nd, I think, is when it's coming out.
A couple weeks, a week or two ago. Yeah.
They are adding the next generation bridge, and they are adding new. Oh, Ben's crying. He's happy. They're adding the bridge from next generation. They're adding the a few new missions, and they are adding the Borg.
The Borg. Oh no.
Oh, look at Martin. Martin's really happy about it.
I haven't been able to find a price on it. If there is a price on it.
Yeah, I've heard it's DLC, but I don't know if. I mean, it would make sense if there's a price, and I would pay.
Yeah.
I'd pay $10 or whatever it is.
I would assume if they're
bet
calling
it
it
would be
DLC, there's a price. I would
Right.
assume they just call it an update if it's not.
Correct.
I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of updates from them already because you're saying like initially you couldn't skip like the tutorial and stuff like that though too.
Right.
Yeah, well, and initially you didn't have flat screen play either.
Yeah. Initially,
so-
you couldn't
yeah,
even
you can
play
use a
without
controller,
VR,
yeah, so-
and now you can play. And that's something that Kinsey didn't even know.
Those were called updates. This is called
Yeah, okay.
DLC,
That's-
or
okay,
at least
that's
they're
true.
referring to it as DLC. So I have to assume there's going to be a cost associated.
However,
But for Resident Evil 7, they called was it what? Not a
Gold
Hero.
Edition?
They called that
Not-
DLC.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. The first one, the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good point. I would love to see it for free, but
We'll see.
I mean, I'll flip
Either way,
them
I don't care.
another
That's like that's
yeah,
my favorite social game.
I agree. I completely agree.
And
I think it's one of the best. It's one of the best
Star
to
Trek.
show a.
Star Trek Bridge Crew.
I think it's one of the best to show a friend that is associated with VR a little bit, the potential of VR
Right.
and social games.
It's
How
just
fun
immersive.
that can be.
Yeah. I mean, and again, just like racing games, I don't care for Star Trek. Not that I hate it, but I don't care for Star Trek. But I love Star Trek VR. It's one of my, it's one of my favorites.
Right.
I
Yeah,
randomly,
you could
there
make
was
it
someone
any
at-
other time or kind of simulation. Like I said, like you could very well just make it a submarine and play the
Oh,
same.
I'd
you
love
know?
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And there also needs to be a submarine simulator still, I think. However, and then the board has to be easier to manipulate, the control panel, than the Generation 1 Star Trek is on that game, where it's all toggle
Oh my
switches and
gosh.
flips.
Yeah. It's like you're
And
playing
that's
with a
what
bunch of
looks cool.
Skittles.
That's what looks cool. If the, I assume they're not mock-ups, but if the pictures I've seen, when you turn behind, you have the 3 seats behind you. You know where
Right.
where the co-captain and what was her name to the right? To the left of
Not Uhura.
no, she's original. It was the doctor sat there, didn't she? To the left of Picard.
No.
Say it in the chat. Who are the 3 seats in the chat from Next Generation, right?
It's
Oh,
Riker,
you're talking.
yeah.
You're talking the one that got it on with number 1. Yeah.
Crusher.
Who does number 2 work for?
No. He's saying the shrink.
I mean,
shrink
to the
lady.
turd who's
The
bones.
shrink.
Okay, so
With the like Spanish looking with the
Yeah.
or Spanish or
I
Italian.
know.
with
It's.
the-
I'm waiting for more
yeah.
chats to pop up here.
Oh yeah, not the the shrink.
Troy.
The
know
doctor,
this.
That's right.
yeah,
Troy.
Yes.
Troy. All right.
Joanna Troy.
Deanna-
That's it.
Deanna.
Krillin got it. Krillin got
Deanna
it.
Troy.
Good job, Krillin. Yep, Riker, Picard, Crusher, or Troy. There you go.
Yeah.
Now they're all coming in all at once.
Yeah,
So what's gonna be
Crusher
cool-
was the medical, the doctor, right?
Yeah. And that was my bad. What's going to be cool is sitting different places inside that space to play those other positions now. You're going to be back behind
Yeah, because there's more than just
the
one, right?
captain.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, no more
you'll
than
be
4.
Behind the captain.
Yeah, there's a whole
Oh,
nother
is there
setting.
more? Are there more
yeah.
more positions now?
Yeah, I heard there's a
Yeah,
fifth one,
'cause
right?
Worf. Yeah, Worf counts as 2 right there, and then Data.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's gonna be probably another tutorial mode, right, to figure out what that
That'll
other
be
one is.
cool. I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
And
they
somebody
said
plays a red shirt, so when there's an explosion, that person just automatically dies.
They said it operates a lot like the Engineer, like where you have to like maneuver things, but it's a different chair essentially. So I'm looking forward to it. That's coming up later on this month, so it'll put me back into the thing. I think it'll sell more copies of the game too for people who want to play it, who just love Next Generation.
15th? So we got a week next Tuesday.
Well, tomorrow's the 15th. Is it the 15th?
Yeah, so
Is it tomorrow?
It's past midnight. Is it
Tuesday,
past midnight?
Oh, is it coming out tomorrow?
Not for you. No. The 22nd.
Oh, it's 22nd. Okay,
22nd.
so we still got another week then.
Next week.
Okay.
Today's the 15th.
All right, next week. Let's make sure you check it out. We don't know if there's a price to it yet. Hopefully there isn't, and if there is, then I'm sure it's worth it, whatever it is.
I will gladly pay it. For the money I've gotten out
And
of it
then-
already, I will gladly pay
Does
it.
one person have to pay for it, or do we all, like if you pay for it? Then can we jump in on your game, and then we're all there
I
too?
would have to assume.
I bet we all have to pay for it.
Yeah,
I bet.
I would
Yeah,
have to
I don't-
assume
I don't-
I'll have to.
Yeah, it probably works like how like Call of Duty and stuff does.
Yeah, that's
Although,
true.
what was the 20? Was it 20? What was the game that just came out not too long ago where you could have people 25 to life or something like that, where you're escaping the prison?
Oh, A Way Out.
A Way Out. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was way off.
Close,
More like a way off. But yeah, on that, you only one person has to have it, and another person can play with you without.
Oh, that's like Far Cry. Far
That's
Cry
heavy.
was like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Go because you're just playing through their
Jeffrey
system
Dahmer,
anyway.
the VR buffet.
Yep.
All right, so Jake, you missed it. We were talking about our favorite PS1 games in VR.
Yeah. So
yeah?
Matt here is a huge PS1 collector
Yes. Yep.
and a huge Ridge Racer fan, apparently.
So any PS1 game?
Oh,
Any
sure.
PS1, what would you like to see in VR?
Ooh.
And you can't take Fear Effect or
Fear
Tomb
Effect,
Raider.
Fear Effect, Tomb Raider, and we also can't say the LSD simulator.
Okay. I
Because
know
that was his
then.
picks.
And this is way out of left field. Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, that's a fun game. I like that one.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a fun game. I liked it.
Jake likes the D.
That's Martin's 2 cents. You heard everything from Martin now.
You have to
I'm not
say
sure
it that
you
way.
know exactly what that game's about.
Vampire Hunter.
That was the movie that got me hooked on anime back in the mid '90s.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
In the mid '90s,
Yep.
we had a small shelf, and that was one of them. You know.
I think D would be a cool game in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
would
would
be
also-
really cool.
yeah.
We had that
Because
on
with
Book
the
Club.
modern horror, modern graphics, it'd be cool.
Yeah, if they were able
about,
to recreate that, that whole, I don't know, that game took I remember reading articles like that, just doing 30 seconds of that game took 6 months.
Yeah, it took you so long to
Yeah.
walk to the next, because the thing.
Yeah.
And then the guy
Like
walks
Myst.
up from the Laura. This call. Yeah.
No, my daughter's name is Laura too. I should say my daughter's name is Laura because of that game. It's not the case,
I
but
love that game.
could be.
I'm so glad everybody loves that game. What I hate about Vampire Hunter D is when I would search for D on eBay back when I was going to get all the long boxes. That was before I learned I can hit the negative button and then Vampire to get.
Oh
I
right.
digress.
Yep, the special search options.
Minus penis.
I was gonna say that sounds like Jake's search history. D and long and just.
Long box. I want the D. I want the D in a long box, please. I think
So did you ever watch Vampire Hunter D 2000 then?
I did, yeah. And
it was
I
good
liked
too.
it. I mean,
It
I still like
wasn't as good as
the
the original.
I still like the original, but it was cool to see it. It's like, oh, this is coming back. Anime is becoming more and more
Because you
prevalent.
can totally just use the hand to suck crap up.
Yeah.
My wife just
Oh
told
yeah,
me.
totally.
Pretty sure Ben just kissed his wife at night.
My wife just told me I'm being too loud. I was like, what are you doing? Because she kept touching my shoulder and stuff. I was like, yeah. And then she's like, you're being too loud. And I was like, oh yeah, I forget when I'm in this world.
Just tell her that you're looking for the
What's
D in
going
the
on?
schlong box. as Tim puts it in the chat, yeah.
Only better?
He's whispering in his ear right now.
He's talking to the who's up there? What?
That is his wife. His wife is God. He's like, oh please, I'm sorry. I'll be quieter. I'm so sorry.
He's on his knees now.
Smack me. Don't smack me, mommy.
You have a notepad right through your chest there, dude.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
There you go.
He's gonna write on the notepad, be like, she's got a knife. Help me.
Call 911. Oh, that's right. That's when my microphone wasn't working.
Oh, that's when you were miming us, and you were like,
Dear God, I literally turned all the way
what's wrong
around
with your
from
mic
where I
anyway?
started.
This the headset I'm using is the refurbished one that I got from Sony after my cord broke.
Yeah.
And the more I use it, the more I realize is it pixels on the inside? Do you know? Is that how VR works?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, that's why you get the screen door effect.
yeah, I have a burnt pixel, and I have a microphone that needs to warm up a little bit until it starts working properly. So
Really?
but I don't notice the burnt pixel because you use both eyes. So my eye just kind of
Right.
naturally cancels it out unless I'm staring at a white screen. Like if I'm staring at Dirty's shirt, and if I aim it just at the right angle, I can find it through
Right.
my left eye.
Take your
but
spot back.
doesn't bother me at all. So that's what was
gonna
modded
say,
with my mic.
I was gonna.
So,
Well,
so,
I
Jo-
thought-
so John, talk about the fact you got a 4K television.
I did. So I got I upgraded to the PS4 Pro. I was planning on getting God of War. I was planning on getting an extended hard drive and all that.
Dollar bill.
No. I wanted to get God of War and I wanted to get the extended hard drive, and then, well, by all means, here's the God of War edition PlayStation 4 a week after the God of War PlayStation 4
Yeah.
Pro was already out. So I was like, well, and I live in a kind of town where you could just walk up to the store and grab an NES Classic when it came out.
that was a good throw, Jake.
That wasn't
That was a
bad.
very good throw.
So-
It was way better than the ham I had stuck on him.
It went in my mouth.
Oh, there it is. There's that. It was stuck in the couch.
Jake, put the
here we
couch
go.
down. Jake, Jesus. Let's get off the couch.
I got you. Here, I'll help you out. There you go. Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
didn't work.
Nope.
You know, Jake.
We're good. We're
It's,
good.
it's like the Magic Fingers couch.
No, it's like The Haunting starring Poltergeist. He's gonna jump out of the couch and we're all gonna get scared.
Ectoplasm.
So then, literally yesterday, I was at the store anyway, and they had Walmart 4K TVs on clearance, and there was like a few of them, and I was like, $300, sure.
Ooh, TCL? Did you get TCL?
I don't know, dude.
You mean TLC?
You don't know? All right, is that? Wait, let me look.
TLC.
I'm not My Life in Gaming.
TCL. No,
I have
it's
no
TCL.
idea. It said 4K. It said the HGC or whatever that thing is that always pops up.
HDR.
HDR. There you go.
Yeah, you need the HDR.
And bigger.
Is it HDR 10 or 8?
Sure, because the TV I was using before this one was a Black Friday sale at Walmart 11 years ago. It was a 720p 32-inch something that got the job done. I did get a newer TV later, like when I bought, it was one of those like, hey, buy a car and get a free TV. So I bought my car,
Right.
Came with a big-ass TV. It broke within the first month because my daughter thought it was like a touchscreen, and she was younger. So she was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this movie, and it just shattered. So, so the screen broke and whatever. So I went back to the old one, no problem. I was like, well, whatever. This one, however, is, it's a 55-inch, it's a Roku TV.
Oh yeah,
I got one
it's
of those.
definitely a TCL. You got the same TV I got then.
Okay, perfect. And then I got everything hooked up, and then I had like the worst migraine ever. So I got everything hooked up, and then I went to sleep for like 12 hours, and then I woke up and I went to work, and now I'm playing this game. So I still haven't even had a chance to like really test it out or use it or look at it or anything like that.
You'll enjoy that TV.
I did turn on God of War just for a moment, just so I could do like a before and after comparison picture. And that's
What
as
I
far as
will
got.
tell you, your best bet on finding HDR and 4K content, I think it's already installed. If not, just install it. But YouTube and then search for 4K HDR. You will actually be able to find content to stream. So you can
perfect.
actually see what
To see what it looks like.
do.
Okay. And
Nice.
I think the PS4 Pro is like set to automatic, so I guess that's all right. Or should I set any? Do you have any recommending for?
No,
Settings.
you should be fine at all.
Okay, because I mean it looks fine. Like when I take my headset off, I mean, it looks fine from here.
So what was the issue earlier? You said it wouldn't pass through the 4K signal. Did you find out what it was?
I don't. It works on. I just all I did was unhook everything from my old TV and plug everything back into
that's
the
right.
new
You
TV.
said another. Okay.
And then so I had the PlayStation 4 Pro, which I use the most, as HDMI 1. I got my Switch for HDMI 2. And then the third one can be my Xbox One. It can be my Super Nintendo Classic Edition. It can be my RetroPie. It can be whatever. So that's kind of how I had it set up.
Gotcha.
But HDMI 1 didn't work at all. But then I just plugged it out of HDMI 1, put it in HDMI 2, and it works just fine.
I know what
so
it is,
it's
John.
ARC? It's ARC or something?
Yeah, no, there's a setting.
I know it is, guys.
No, I literally have the same TV. So in your settings, there's different formats, and like one's HDMI 2.0, and the other one's like HDMI 1.1.
Okay.
Just need to set it over to 2.0, and they'll all work.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
other ones are set default to that. Yeah.
but the first one is not default? Is that what you're saying?
Right, yeah, you'll just have to do it in the settings.
Okay, so there's a something or other settings, huh?
Right,
I think
yeah.
the reason they did that was for the very reason they didn't want people to return the TV because they would know that, oh, it doesn't work. But hopefully the person would try another port and then it would work.
Right.
Right.
That's my only guess is why people
Okay.
would do that.
Well, I can put it back then. I mean, I don't mind doing this too. It's just, I just feel like I'm in a hotel though, because like when you're in a hotel, you have to turn on the TV and you have to wait for like the tutorial thing, and it's on like hey,
Right.
wine and dine in the local town. Here's the TV channels. While my old TV, I would just turn it on, and then it was already on the same channel. Now I have to turn it on, find the PlayStation channel.
Hey, what's Dirty doing over there?
Spinning his hand.
Spinning up my remote, tightening it up, and then letting her go.
You play with the wrist straps?
One of them's got a strap on it.
Oh yeah.
That's the way I got it. At the
strapped.
garage sale, and I never took
Anything?
it off.
Strap on.
Uh oh, he's slipping. He's slipping. He's stretching.
No, he's dancing. He's high on NyQuil.
Yep, Walkwell.
I do. You got some nose rage going on.
All right.
All right. Checking in on life here over Martin. Still with us?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's it.
I'm good.
He's good
Just
here.
got to do that every once in a while. Otherwise,
All
we
right.
got to put a pill under his tongue.
Well, that might that may do it for this podcast. But should we go over any E3 predictions? E3's coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Got anything in mind?
think we should. I think we should. E3 predictions. Who wants to go first?
What do you got, Matt?
Go.
I just hope they solidify a Shenmue 1-2 HD remake. I hope they give us a release date. So,
That would be nice. I hope we see that
I'm
too.
going to say just a prediction. I'm going to say August or September.
For Shenmue?
Yeah.
I think so.
'Cause it's this year. It's this year.
I know. I think it's going to be like October.
You think? I think August, September, and we'll see November, December
For 3.
I'm just excited about Spyro. I don't need any more news.
Oh, Spyro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's coming out before Portland. I like want to bring Spyro to Portland. I don't know. My brain thinks weird. Like I'm so excited for Spyro.
You guys seen the leaked list, right?
1998.
Yeah, and the
Just
leak list always
sequel
gets.
list.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's the sequel list. Is that what you're talking about? The stuff that's
Yeah,
already
Rage 2.
confirmed. Rage 2.
Yeah, Rage
and,
2. The gameplay will drop tomorrow, Tuesday.
Oh, cool. I never played the first one.
What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
You were like, just
I'm rocking in my chair.
okay. That's as long as you're in a chair and you're rocking. That's fine.
Remember, it's just tracking his head, so his body is just kind of following it.
Right.
I get what you're seeing,
Walmart Cannon.
but it does look like you're possibly
Doing something.
little doggy style going on.
A little Vampire Hunter D going on there.
All right, John. Any E3 predictions from you?
Man, every prediction I always come up with is either is always completely wrong anyway. And I know that a lot of people are talking about like there's going to be a Star Fox racing game or something stupid like that. So
I saw that
I know.
rumor today.
yeah,
Well, Nintendo doesn't generally show anything at E3 though anymore.
Oh,
No.
that's right. They do it for all their direct
The
now.
treehouse.
they do the they did the
Treehouse.
Treehouse Direct, and then they do the Nintendo Direct, and then they have the tree. And I have a friend in the Treehouse. They do the Treehouse stuff, and they just stream that like all weekend of whatever the new thing.
honestly,
It'll
You
probably
should
be
knock
Yoshi.
the ladder down so they can't get out.
Honestly, the first couple of years they did that, I was kind of like, what? But then I've grown accustomed to it, and it's not bad, and it's probably
kinda what they
saves
do.
them
Yeah.
a
It's
shit ton
a
of
little
money.
too
Yeah, that's
Nickelodeon
culture.
for me. It's a little too like, oh hey, let's do this. I'm like, God, you guys don't act like real people.
The
That's
structure
Nintendo.
of it, yeah, it's kind of silly.
Yeah, they just do their own thing.
You get the exact same information, and you don't have to rent out a fucking arena. Oh, excuse me, sorry. You don't have to rent out a
Oh my goodness!
freaking arena.
We got it on a delay.
It's
We
all-
have
no.
it on a satellite delay.
You don't
so
have
we
to
got
rent
the
out
delay.
an arena to
Nah, it's
show
all good.
the same crap.
What was that, Pop? You said there's tornadoes in here?
Yeah. Well, it's probably also cheaper. It's cheaper for them to do that than to fly in everyone to E3 to make that happen. They did fly in everyone. They did fly in like Shakira Miyamoto and Satoru Iwata and all that. They did that a few years ago when they did what was it, like Mario Kart for the Wii U or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, they just do that. Then you have the usual reps there, and Xbox will do their Xbox One X Windows exclusives, and then
God, Xbox.
yeah. And then everything will be
Please buy
green
something
screen.
for our awesomely powerful console with no
But
exclusives.
I'm hoping for more PSVR content. I'm hoping for more. I don't think we're going to hear anything about the PlayStation 5. I think they're too, especially with God of War just
I
came
think
out.
that's all bullshit.
I've already heard no hardware announcements for any of them.
Which is fine.
I
Eh,
think we're
fine,
going to
yeah.
get a.
I like when it's all about the games. I like when it's all about just give me some more games. I'm good with that. So
Show me something
we're
at
gonna
Death
get a really
Stranding
cool
that isn't just
VR game.
off the wall.
yeah, I am
think we'll get,
over
I think we'll
Death
get
Stranding.
some footage.
I hope so.
I'm not. I
Show
can't.
me a VR Silent Hill.
Oh, there we go.
VR Silent Hill.
We
Okay.
had that. What was it?
Give me-
Podcast
give me
2 or
freaking-
3.
Give me PT. That's it.
that'd
I
be
know we
nice.
talked about this.
Supposedly,
Just
what was the one that was basically going to be that?
Allison Road?
It's still
Can't
coming. Yeah,
remember.
Allison Road supposedly still coming.
Allison Road, that's it, yeah.
I would like to see. Have you?
Still
To
coming.
VR? Have we heard
Yeah,
about VR?
PSVR
Or
even.
PSVR?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Have you heard about the Archivist
was-
yet?
Uh-uh.
The Archivist, it's a... I don't even know how to put this. The Archivist is for the PlayStation VR, probably for Oculus and other things too. It is a fan project Twin Peaks VR game that's endorsed by Twin Peaks.
About that.
But it's licensed or
pretty
endorsed
cool.
by Twin Peaks. So it's a Twin Peaks fan project, but it has the Twin Peaks seal of approval or something like that. It's called the Archivist,
Yeah.
and
Do they have okay to use the characters and
they do, yeah. So
the
they
mythology and everything?
were working on Agent Dale Cooper recently. I'm following them on Facebook, so I see their updates, and they have Laura Croft, and they have not Laura Croft, Laura Palmer. They have the little man who dances around and stuff. They have the red room with the zigzag
red
floor.
room.
Just what I've seen so far looks pretty cool. It looks like hey, that looks not. It doesn't look bad. It looks like a fan project, right?
Right.
But being from Washington State, where they filmed Twin Peaks, and I've eaten at the diner where you can get cherry pie and coffee, I would love to, I can't not get it. And the fact that and Kyle MacLachlan's from my hometown, so gotta love that too.
What do we think are the locks, the VR locks? I'm going to say, or PSVR locks. I'm going to say LA Noire and Fallout are both locks.
I was just gonna say,
Dude, if we get Fallout, I'm happy.
I was gonna say Bethesda's gonna announce Fallout VR for the PlayStation VR. They already have it. We just have to port it over to the VR now for PlayStation.
Well, LA Noire isn't that on Oculus as well now?
I hope.
PC.
yeah.
PC.
Yeah, if they make that for
VR, that would be a lot of fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think my lock is Skyrim on whatever console it's still not on.
Game Boy
PC
Advance.
release.
On the 3DS.
Yeah, there you go. Skyrim on the 3D.
The new 3DS, guys. Not the new 3DS.
With the extra nub.
All right.
That's it. Should we call it good? What time is it now?
I think so. So it's. How about this? Anybody who wants to stay on for bonus content, we're going to go to the blacksmith shop.
Yeah,
But
let's do that.
Otherwise,
Okay, in the meantime, thank you for joining us. PlayStation VR, this is the PSVR Offsitter Podcast, Episode 7. Episode 8 comes up. We do this every other Monday, alternating depending on if people are sick, on vacation. Sometimes we procrastinate a week, whenever. But we try to shoot for every other Monday around 7 o'clock West Coast time, 10 o'clock, I guess, East Coast time, and whatever your time is
bi-weekly.
in between. So,
Thank you guys for having me on. Appreciate it.
thank you, Matt.
And you can see John Riggs August 4th.
And I was going to mention that too. Officially announced as of today, the Missouri GameCon, Mo GameCon, August 4th, the St. Charles Community Center. We're all going to be there in real life, so you can see how much we look like this in real life. You'll be sadly disappointed.
we're going to have to
It's
read
true.
our facial cues and mannerisms.
Who else is
now.
going to be there, John?
Well, not only am I going to be there, but also my good friend Metal Jesus Rocks will be there, as well as Kinsey, Kelsey, Reggie, Nori, Dory, Ori, Biffer, and Buffer. We're going to have Brian Collin, who made Rampage. He made Xenophobe. He's going to be there as well, and more guests
the
yet
front
to be
door.
announced. So myself, Kelsey, and Reggie, we were there last year, had a great time. We're coming back, and this time we're bringing
And
Metal
more
Jesus.
to be announced.
Metal
More to be
Jesus
announced.
and Kinsey. So, what's the brewery again? There's a few breweries in St. Louis. There's like the major one though. There's Schlafly.
Budweiser?
No, God, no. Get out of here with that. Anyway, so Kinsey and I are going to drink all the beer, and we would love to see you. And more guests are yet to be announced. So you can tickets are on sale now. Check out Mo GameCon on Facebook and grab those tickets. VIP tickets, very limited. So if you want to hang out and party with us,
Yeah, 50 only, and we've already sold 10, so we're down to 40.
yeah, they go.
Holy crap. And
Yeah.
They go at a premium.
and tell
They
them-
they are at a premium.
and tell
However,
them
the premium is worth it.
podcast sent you.
That's right. That is right. In fact, not only does the VR thing, the VIP, you get early access to the entry. You get to come in an hour early for those great deals. You get a free T-shirt, and and you get to party with us the next day too at an undisclosed location. It's gonna be very, very secret. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it already.
Basement.
That is exactly what. Don't say anything. That's where it's gonna be.
No,
right.
it's a very
abandoned
good
CVS.
time where we're having the after party or the Sunday party. If you're into video games, you'll definitely enjoy it.
Well, yeah.
Would you like to play a game?
Game over.
This is
I got the bike.
unfortunately. I was going to say, unfortunately, John Hancock couldn't make it. I know he was invited, but he had something going on that same exact day. However, this is probably the only time, probably in the history of ever, that as much of the Metal Jesus crew will be as far east as possible. I don't fathom any other convention booking all of us to fly out to anywhere, especially out of the Northwest. So, in lieu of you coming all the way to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which I still recommend, I know Ben's done that before.
Yep.
And I also talked to someone else from St. Louis to come this year too. So, my buddy Zach Maynard, he's coming to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo this year too.
Oh, is that going too?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I told him if he could pay his own way in, I told him he could sleep on my floor. So, and he was like, "Dude, I'll do it."
What the heck? I didn't have that offer. I'm staying at the dang Courtyard by Marriott. I could have slept on your floor. God damn.
No, I'm sleeping on your floor.
Dang it!
He's sleeping.
I've already got 4 guys in a really small room, so
No,
I don't know if you
that's
want to.
that's me every time.
Yeah, he's doing the sequel to the Human Centipede.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you. Good night.
You got room for more people in there then.
Always.
Yeah.
And we're going to check out the Offsitter podcast, The End. Now let's go to this blacksmith room. Where do we find it?
Yeah, let's go to the blacksmith room. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you. And we'll see you
Bye, everyone.
see you soon. All right. You want to just go there and invite me? What am I looking for
Yep,
here?
I'm going there to invite.
I don't see any.
Do
I
me a
don't see
favor and
it.
invite me.
Oh,
I have to
I'm
pee.
under.
I'll join. RIP.
All right.
Hi, Video Games Podcast.
Bye, Martin.
We're still.
I hit accept.
He left right there.
Oh yeah, he did.
Accept.
Oh no, well John's streaming.
Yeah, I'm still
Or
streaming.
who was streaming at that point? Were you streaming? He was streaming.
No,
or you?
I'm streaming on my channel, and then I can always
That's what I
dump
thought.
this video off and pop it on the other channel. All right, here
Oh,
comes.
yeah.
Here's Martin. Here we go.
See you guys.
Yeah. Okay, just go lay down, sweetie. All right.
Hey,
Hey.
John Riggs, how you doing? How you
Good,
feeling?
man.
So I can show everybody. Okay, so no one's in here, which is really funny.
All right.
Um,
Oh, I like
last
this. I
time
like
was
this.
here-
I like the mood
I
lighting.
have to pee. I'll be right. Yeah. Oh wow. The
Last
shadow.
time
I like-
here
I like
is
how
way
Martin-
better.
I like how Martin's riding on his back.
Wow. Yeah. No, time out. Time out. Just
Can I tell you guys
somebody
how
get
it works?
girly.
Can I tell you
Somebody
how
get
it works?
girly.
Yeah. Tell me how it works,
Oh
dude.
yeah. Okay, so here, follow me.
See you, John Price. I'm still gonna hang out in here
I
for a
have to-
while if you wanna.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
Okay.
Pee my pants.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
All right, so basically you get the coal, yeah, and you can mine the ore just by hitting it, and then you can. Yep.
Wow, this sucks.
This is not fun.
Okay, wait. Come
I know
over
it is
here.
fun. Come here,
over
dude.
Here.
All right. There we go.
So
Okay, I think. Oh, here we go. Here, let's follow Ben over here. He's chopping wood.
Where are the resources that I can steal and not actually
here.
do the work?
So you go over
Yes.
here, and you hit this button to
Oh,
craft the sword.
You have to.
Okay.
You have to
And
initiate.
then craft the tool.
Oh, you got one coal. I don't think this pickaxe is gonna work for
I
you.
can't hit that button.
Yeah.
Here, let's go over to where Ben
You
is.
have to wait till the timer. The timer's a little tricky, and then you go over here, and then see this ignite right here.
You're right.
You grab this.
You-
and
what'd you call
put it
me?
in-
Is this a piece of shit?
Yes.
What is
That's a
that?
nice piece of shit.
So there we go. 5. You see the timer counting down.
Uh-oh.
More ore.
Oh,
So-
so this is like being at work. No.
All right.
All right.
This was a lot more.
Drinks.
Sorry, guys. This was a lot more fun when a lot of people were here. Knew what they were doing.
Well, we're a lot of people.
But yeah, you can hit that. Yeah. Yeah, and then you end up here. Follow me. You end up if you get everything. You go in this place and you can buy stuff with all the stuff you're making. You guys see me?
Yeah.
Here I am. So you go in this room.
I'm
and
stuck.
Then you can buy stuff with the money you make. and then you come out here, and then you can go down to this cave, and then it takes you to another world.
Does that say rape 0%? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, we gotta get that to 100%.
Hey! You get off my lawn!
Go to another room.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get off my... Get out of here! Get out of here! We don't want none!
There's old man Riggs!
Ah! You gotta throw it with the triangle. There you go.
I can't even drop it properly.
You have to throw it. Here, hit triangle. There you go. Nah, you still suck.
Wait, so we have to do all this work? Jesus, man. You got a tax simulator game to fill out after this?
Hey, like this. I just turned on the music. Wow, it's really loud. That's like the loudest thing ever. Holy Christ, that's loud. I found the music button.
I will say this was a lot more fun.
Oh, I thought it said rape 0% too. I'm so glad it doesn't. Alright, hold on. Yeah, this is stupid. I'm turning the music off. The music was a bad idea. Music was a really bad idea. Well, turn it off. Oh, that sucked. I can't even grab it. There we go. All right. Can you not, please? Can you just...
Whoa! Look at our pixel shadows. Look.
Oh, it's like an Atari
that's
game.
High quality. That's high quality
Hey,
content
Do you
right
guys
there.
want to go
Let's-
to the
let's play-
Devil's... Do you guys want to go
let's play
to
Custer's
the
Revenge.
GoldenEye
Hold on.
room? You guys want to do the GoldenEye room?
Oh, let's go to the goal. Okay, invite me when you get there. All right. Cool. Well, now that guy's gone, let's go anywhere else.
We all need to leave before Kurt comes back.
Oh, God.